tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes calling on. Each one she passes goes. Huh? What? Wait. No. Never mind that. Fuck. Ignore what you saw. Tell no one. I call it ontime. And it works kind of like the clip launch button, the quantized clip launch button in Ableton's Live, where you press a button and then it like starts playing a clip on beat or on time, and then you can click like a whole bunch, and so long as you get them like before the next downbeat or whatever, they'll play, they'll launch on time. With that, I guess that explains the name of the abstraction. Okay, so here's a thing to make. First things first, you want to open up your Pure Data Extended, turn on Compute Audio, go to File, New, or Control and N. I always recommend you learn shortcuts, because that makes everything so much easier, and I find it helps with your own workflow. You don't have to go hunting around for stuff. Sorry. Okay, so what are we doing now? So we want to press Control and 1. I'll make a click. You'll see there it has a blue box with a little blinky cursor bro inside it, and we're going to create a metronome. So we will type metro, which is short for metronome, and we're going to give our metronome a time. 1/1000th of a second is however long, so that is the amount of time PD works in. So if we were to type 1000, that equals 1 second. If we were to type 2000, that would be 2 seconds. I don't know what that, nanoseconds? Is it nanos? I think it might be nanoseconds. But anyway, the fuck does metro do? I'll show you. We're going to create a toggle box, which is just an on-off. We're going to press Control, Command, I believe, on a Mac. Command or Control, Shift, and T. I'm gonna put that up there, you see? And then we're going to create a bang, or as I like to call them, a yo, after Murky Ace. So we're going to press Control, Shift, and B. We're gonna click, and there is our yo. We're going to connect. We're gonna like hover our cursor over the bottom of the toggle so it turns into a donut. We're going to double click. Well, I'm double clicking because I'm on a trackpad, but you can just click it and drag it down to that little white box in the top left corner of the metro. Let go, and there you go. Now it's connected. It's awesome. Do the same thing, the metro, the bottom little white box to the top of the yo. There are a multitude. Now what we're in here now is edit mode. You want to be in not edit mode. You can do that by going to edit mode, or just press Control E, or you can just hold down Control. You let go of Control, you're back in edit mode. Hold it down, you're not in edit mode. It's really handy. So we're going to click on the toggle box, and as we see, every second, yo, 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 just like that. And that's basically what a metronome does. We're going to select the yo, delete it, so don't need it anymore. I'm going to move this all the way up here. Now, next object we're going to make is a counter. Again, Control 1, create a thingy, type in counter. If you want to know more details on an object, you can right click, open up help. You can pause the video, go look at it now. But for the moment, we don't need to do that because we know what we're doing. It's pretty handy. What we want to do is connect the metro there to the counter, and we are going to press Control 3, which gives us a number ration. We're going to connect the counter to the number ration. We're going to take a look at what the metronome does. So hold down Control, click the toggle. You see every every bang that comes out of metro, it's counting up, and it's going to keep on going up forever and ever and ever and ever. One problem that we're going to be facing is we turn it off. It's at 13. Turn it on. Oh no, it's counting again. Oh no, we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we are going to, first off, we're going to press Control 3, create another number ration, and we are going to connect the toggle box to the number ration. We're going to take a look and see what happens. Go back into edit mode, click, number item turns to number 1. Turn it off, it's number 0. 1 0 1 0. Okay, so that means that with an X, it's sending out the number 1. Without the X, it's sending out a number 0. We could use this to our advantage. If we take a look inside the help file of the counter, we can see that sending a 0 into the 1 2 3 4th inlet, which is the things along the top, the 4th inlet of counter, you send a bang to it, resets and output immediately. You can see that there, it's right there. So that's what we want to do. We want to connect the toggle to the 4th thingy, turn it on, 1 2 3 4, we click it, oh, it goes to 0, turn it on, 1 2 3 4, perfect. All right, that's exactly what we want. It's great. So we're going to select that, we're going to delete it because we don't want it. Now here is a new object, Control 1, and we're going to give it the percent symbol and then number 4. Okay, now this is not like the percent object. This is called a modulo. And again, we can see what it is that this is doing. Create another number box, and we're going to connect it, and then we set it going. 1 2 3 4. And well, you know, okay, here's something that I forgot to mention. The number 0 is basically the number 1 of PD. PD counts 0 as a number. It is a number, I think. I don't know. Never got an answer on that. But there you have it. So this is 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay, what happens if we change this to 6? Alright, turn it on. 1, well, it would be 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm not counting wrong, that's the way it works. So as we can see, the modulo, change it back to number 4, sort of every time it receives a yo, it'll loop back. It'll keep on doing it. It'll start at 0, and you know, just as soon as it reaches whatever, sorry, I got the burps, whatever thingy here, whatever number is in here, it'll go back and start at 0 again. Okie dokie. So Yeah, we're going to create a new object, control 1, and this is going to be the select object. Two ways you can type this. You can just type in select, or you can make a shorthand SEL. And we're going to type in, after a space, 0. Now, as you can see, this has 2 outlets. Okay. And 2 inlets, but we're just going to be focusing on the first inlet. This is called the hot inlet. Everything after the hot inlet over this direction is the cold inlet. So this is the hot inlet, these are cold, I guess. Now here's what we're going to do to see what this does. We're going to create another number atom, put that in there, put that in there, and we're going to create 2 bangs. Control Shift B, Control Shift B. Gonna connect these here. Now, what select does is you can have a bunch of numbers here. For the left, let's do that. 1, 2, and you know that's all we actually need. I'm gonna duplicate them using Control D. Gonna connect them to the other bangs. Now, when this atom here is a 0, 0 is going to come out of this one. That's going to make a yo. When it's number 1, the next one along is going to get there. So number 2, that one. And then every number that isn't 0, 1, or 2 is going to come out of here. Seeing as we're going from 0 to 3, when this gets to number 3, that's going to yo. So we can turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0. Okay, so you can already see how this can be handy. We can create a sequencer with this. You know, there's a lot of different ways to do everything in PD. For the moment, we just want select 0. And delete that. And that's what we got there. So we can actually, I'm gonna Control X, Control V, put them over there, and we are going to create a new type of a box. These here, that there, are objects. This is a number atom. Get new one of these, you press Control 1. New one of these, you press Control 3. You press Control 2, and you get a message box. A message box is kind of complicated to explain. Within these, you can type a message, and or no, did I say comment box? If I did, I meant message box, or message object, whatever. I don't know. You can type something into here, and whenever you click it or it receives a yo, you know, it outputs whatever you type into it. So let's say we put the number 1 here. We will make a new message box. We're going to type, like, just put it there. You see that's a 0. When we click that, number 1. Great. What about if we type number 54? Yeah. We go back into not edit mode. We click it. 54. Awesome. Now let's again we'll get rid of that. We are going to type in here 1. We're going to create another one and type in here 0. Going to connect the first outlet of the select into the 1, the other outlet of the select into the 0. And then after this, we're going to create a new object using Control 1, and we're going to type in spigot. Now, spigot is pretty much it's kind of, if you think of it like a spigot or a tap or a faucet, depending on where you're from. It receives data from here into the hot inlet, and then it will only come, that data will only come through the cold it will only, oh, for fuck's sake, let me begin again. It receives data through its hot inlet, and it will only let it through its outlet depending on the number it's receiving through its cold inlet. So if it's receiving a 0, nothing is going to come through here. If it's receiving any number other than 0, it will come through here. I explain it, I think, a lot better in the breakcore video there, so go watch that. So we can just put that in there. We can actually disconnect this for the moment, and we will connect the metro to the spigot because we want the yos to come through the spigot. We can create a new yo so we can watch it happen. We can connect it to there, and we can go into not edit mode. We'll click the 0. So then, as far as spigot is concerned, this is closed now. Spigot is closed. Nothing will come out of here. Click that, and as you can see, nothing. You can create a new yo, connect that to there, and as you can see, metro is outputting yos, but nothing is coming through here because we clicked 0. We click 1. Now it's outputting yos, which is great. That's exactly what I want. Click 0, grand. So hopefully the more astute of you will see what's going on here. If we connect this to here, this will sort of select zeros. It'll output the zeros through this first outlet, which will bang the is gonna bang the fuck out of that number 1. It's gonna bang some piss there, which will output a yo. When it changes to 1, 2, or 3, it's gonna send that data through here, which will select a 0, turn the spigot off. So let's watch that happen. We can move that down there so we can see it better. And we'll actually move that over here so we can watch it happen. See, when it gets to 0, bang, there we go. And that's exactly what we want to happen. We turn that off, and we can delete that, and we can actually delete that also. And this is a bit messy, so let's tidy it up a bit. It's a good idea to keep your projects kind of as tidy as you really can. Shit can get real complicated, and it can be hard to find what you're doing after a certain point. So we'll move that up there. I'm going to move that there. Select them both, move them up. And there's that. We're going to bring our spigot up, and yeah, this is the sort of guts of our ontime thingy. We're going to delete our toggle box. We're going to delete this, and we are going to begin putting this into an abstraction. We want to press Control 1, and inside this we are going to type in PD, which stands for pure data with a space, and then ontime. We click it, and now ontime, you can see, pops up there in a new window. We'll close it. Oh no, how do we get it back? Easy. Hold down Control, go into not edit mode. You click it, there it is again. So we want to select all of this, and we're going to press Command and Control and X, or cut those things out. If you fuck up, go to Edit, Undo. So we're going to control exit, go into here, and paste all that shit in. Awesome. Going to move it up here, make it a little nice to look at. Now, how do we control the things in here from out here? With two new objects called inlet and outlet. And there are two varieties of inlet and outlet. There is this one, which is just inlet, and then there's inlet tilde. Any object with a tilde in it is an audio object. It passes an audio signal. Any object without it is a data object and passes a data signal. That's about as easy as I can think of to describe it. So we're going to create our inlet, we're going to connect it to the metro, and as you can see, now our little PD ontime, it has an inlet. Awesome. We're going to select that. We're going to Control D. We're going to push this inlet into there, if it'll go. There we go. Now we have two, but which one's which? This one, this is like absurdly simple. This inlet is the leftmost, so it is the leftmost inlet on your PD ontime. This one is on the right. This one's on the right. So if we create another new inlet, we're going to move that over here, and we're going to put this into the second, or the cold inlet of our modulo, our %4. Remember, that's called a modulo. And now this one is the furthest on the right, which is that one. That one's in the middle, is that one. So left, of course, is going to be that one. And we create a new object, Control 1 again, and we type in outlet. Gonna put that in there, and now you see we have an outlet. Fucking A. So so there we go. There's that. Very, very easy. We can close that, and you know, for all intents and purposes, this is it. We've got to do one more, well, two more things, I guess. We need to create a new object and give this another inlet. We're going to duplicate it and duplicate it again. Put that in there, in there, in there, and new outlet. Oops. And we're going to put that in there. We're going to open up the PD ontime, and we see inlet. This inlet is going to here. This inlet is going to this inlet. This inlet going there. Very easy. And then to turn this into an abstraction, to make it work, we want to go to File, Save As, and as you can see, here we are in our program files PD thing, like our pure data folder, and you want to click on Extra. Create a folder with your own name there. That's BPJ for bipolar, and you want to put it in there. I already have ontime in here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, you want to save it as, save this file as ontime. I've already done it, so I'm not going to. And then what we can do is we can, we're going to create a new thingy, a new file. Press Control 1, and type in ontime. And there you see, there's our abstraction. This is it, dudes. We've basically done it. This is it. So let's take a look at what ontime is doing. You want to create a toggle box. You want to create two toggle boxes, in fact. and then create a new object. And this object, just put in the letter F. F stands for float. B stands for bang. T is trigger. For the moment, F. Now what F does is takes a number in through the cold inlet and then spews that number out of the outlet once it's told to through the hot inlet. Again, we can open up the help. I didn't explain that very well, but the help will tell you what the hell is going on. So we can connect this toggle box to here, this toggle box to here, and we will connect the outlet to here. We're going to create another toggle box, and this is our on-off for on time. We can create a number. Oops, that's not a number doodad. We can create a number atom, and we can create another number atom. Put that in there and that one in there. Now this is, do you remember when we typed in 1000 in the metro? We can change that time, that 1000 number with this thing. See now, as far as that metro is concerned, the number instead of 1000 is now 45. If we go in, it'll still read metro 1000, but it will be 45. You can change that instantly back to 1000 by creating a message box, and we can type in 1000, connect that to there, and boom, there we go, 1000, which is 1 second. This is our inlet for our modulo. We're gonna change that to 4, I think, whatever. And we can create a bang, so we can look at this is coming out of there. And we're going to duplicate this. Duplicate them. And there we go. Now we're going to connect on time to the hot inlets of the floats. And then we're going to set our on time going by clicking on here. Bang. Now, as you can see, every second, yep. So, wait for the bang. Okay, and then we click that, boop, and now these have turned on at the same time, even though we clicked them at different times. So we can turn that one on, turn that one off. There we go, turn that one on. Turn that one on, turn that one off. Boop. And there we go. Now everything is happening on time. Everything's happening on the beat, which is exactly what we want. So, so yeah, that's how to create an abstraction, the abstraction on time, which will be used in our little tutorial series. And yeah, it's a really handy thing. Hopefully you learned some stuff. If you have any questions, then you know, this is your first chance to ask them and actually get them answered the next time around. It's not going to happen again for a while, but yeah, this is it. I am Bipolar Joe, telling you to go fuck yourself, and call your mother. She misses you. Bye.